Welcome! We are so happy you can join us for keyboard shortcuts for the Chromebook and the Chrome browser for Mac or Windows, the 7th of our Are You Chrome Ready workshops being offered through May. Today, we will cover additional keyboard shortcuts for the Chromebook and the Chrome browser for Mac or Windows. We will also take the opportunity to learn how to maneuver within tabs, enable caps lock, and how to capture screenshots when using a Chromebook. So let's get started by learning more keyboard shortcuts. And as we do, let's keep in mind that keyboard shortcuts are especially important for individuals who have visual impairments and for those who may physically benefit from fewer keystrokes and reduced mouse movement. Okay, we've learned that Control W closes a window or a tab. But let's say you would like to open a new tab when browsing the internet. You can do so using a keyboard shortcut. The shortcut, Control T, works on both the Chromebook and the Chrome browser in Windows. To open a tab on a Mac, however, the shortcut is Command T. Speaking of tabs, have you ever accidentally closed one and lost your information? Well, there's a way to get it back. The keyboard shortcut to retrieve that tab is Control-Shift-T on both the Chromebook and the Chrome browser in Windows. When using Google Chrome on a Mac, the keyboard shortcut is Command-Shift-T. Now, let's say you have several tabs open and you want to quickly switch between your tabs on your Chromebook. You can easily do this by placing 3 fingers on the touchpad and swiping to the left or the right. You'll notice that your tabs slightly highlight as you move between them. So that is all you need to know about manipulating tabs within Google Chrome on your Chromebook, Mac, and Windows computers. Now, let's take a look at a few more actions when using a Chromebook, where the keyboard shortcuts might prove helpful in terms of accessibility. To begin, consider how apps are opened on a Chromebook's shelf. Here, on my shelf, I have the following apps listed. Gmail is first, YouTube is second, Google Docs is third, and Google Chrome is fourth. To open one of these apps, using a keyboard shortcut, press Alt and the numbered position of the app. For example, I can open Gmail by pressing Alt 1 because Gmail is listed in the first position on my shelf. Let's say I wanted to open Google Docs. I would press Alt 3. You can see how quickly apps can be opened without using the trackpad or any other external pointing device from your shelf using these keyboard shortcuts. Now, let's look at how to enable Caps Lock. You may have noticed that the Chromebook keyboard does not have a Caps Lock button. However, there is a way to lock caps using the keyboard shortcut Alt-Search. When activated, you will notice that a message appears in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, indicating that Caps Lock is enabled. To turn off Caps Lock, simply press Alt-Search again. Lastly, let's discuss the Screenshots feature on a Chromebook and how to access it using keyboard shortcuts. Full screenshots or partial screenshots take a picture of your screen. This allows you to share the contents of your screen and could be particularly helpful during instruction. An example of using the screenshots feature in a classroom is when a teacher is providing directions for students on their screen and wants a way for the students to refer back to those specific directions. A screenshot could be taken and easily shared. To take a full screenshot, use the keyboard shortcut Control Switch Windows key. This Switch Windows key is located above the number 6 on your Chromebook's keyboard. To take a partial screenshot, press Shift Control Switch Windows key. Then click and drag the cursor over the portion of the screen you would like to capture. Once a screenshot is taken, you will get a message in the lower right-hand corner of your screen indicating it is available and saved to your Files folder. To retrieve your screenshot, click on the Launcher button and click on the Files icon. Select Recent, and your screenshot picture will appear at the top of the list. So now, let's review. Can you name the keyboard shortcut to use when opening a new tab on a Chromebook? If you answered Control-T, you are correct. What if you accidentally closed a tab? Do you remember the keyboard shortcut for retrieving that tab? If you said Control-Shift-T, awesome. Do you remember the keyboard shortcut for taking a partial screenshot? If you said Shift, Control, Switch Windows key, good for you. So that concludes today's workshop on keyboard shortcuts for the Chromebook and the Chrome browser for Mac or Windows. I know we covered a lot, and I hope you found this information helpful. And remember, we at AIMVA are always here to help.